Okay, thank you everyone. This is Kennedy Odongo. Yes, Supernova Galaxy Limited. This channel, most often than not, and going forward, due to the concerning situation in our country and Africa at large, there is more need to educate the masses and the public on the matters of finance. If you check the country of Kenya and Africa at large, there is still very low financial literacy. Yeah. So financial literacy nowadays, it is one of the basic things that is one of the knowledge that someone in this day and era should always strive to know. For example, nowadays the life is really becoming unbearable to Kenyans, mostly to the middle class and low class learners, because these are typically in every environment and every world, most of the ignorant people. They have not sought to seek the knowledge on these tax issue and financial issues and investment issues. So you find that when there is a problem in the country, like now we have economic crisis, that everything is like going to shut down, the government is going to the last coin of these people, yeah, of these citizens. You get the middle class and the low class earners are mostly affected. For example, when you look at during the COVID era, they do say that was when the number of billionaires almost doubled in the world. This is because and also the billionaires that were existing, the rich people, their wealth also almost doubled, because they do say there always an opportunity in any crisis. Any crisis is always there to bring up an opportunity. And if you are smart enough as a person, then you jump into that opportunity. Because if for example, during the COVID period, there was especially during the curfew and lockdowns, yeah, these are mostly the content creators, the YouTubers and everything, and even the channels, there's TVs and everything. People were sitting in their houses. There were little movement, so most of the time people were spending so much time with their phones and doing 1 2 3. And even if it is one of the business that really boomed is delivery businesses, because some person really sat down somewhere and saw that because of this crisis, people are restricted and want to be moving. So things like food and everything, we can always deliver, then they pay. And yeah, the business is always just hard starting, but going forward, when the business boom and you get 1 2 3 customers and customer endorsements, then the business will just pick up and will always go. So that's aside, the main issue today is how can a typical Kenyan, the low class, the middle class persons, live at this time that the government is going to the last coin of a mwananchi. Yeah. Say the pay slips of the civil servants, even a person earning as low as very low incomes, the government is ripping off that pay slip. They've done nothing to grow the pay slip, but even the little that you have, they're really going to pick it all. So this is a very concerning issue, and it is an issue that really needs someone to be very smart and with their money, especially on tax basis. There is a thing that will be form the basis of my next video, that will be tax evasion and tax avoidance. Tax evasion and tax avoidance. How can you as a person make sure that the government, this little money that you have, the government will take minimum from it? Yeah, because you have a pay slip, you are paying all these things. Then the problem is, if the government goes even for a 40% deduction, even 60% deduction, but the prices of general commodities are low, yeah, then there is no problem. You'll really not feel that much effect. But now when they are taxing you and withdrawing some money from your pay slips or from your general income, then the prices of things, of general goods, is still going on, like steadily rising. It doesn't make sense at all. Yeah. So there are two things. There is tax. On tax basis, there is something called tax evasion and tax avoidance. Yeah. Tax evasion is always illegal. This is when someone, you really need to pay a tax, but you are dodging this taxman and you really don't want to pay, which is illegal, and it is not good. It may bring penalties and everything like that, and bring you so much problem with the taxman. So those basic tax that you are supposed to pay, should just pay. Then there is tax avoidance. Then there is tax evasion. So this is where the middle class and the low class and everybody in this country should concentrate on knowing exactly the loopholes. Tax avoidance is just those loopholes that the law is always silent in. Yeah, there are so many ways. There are so many ways that you can avoid paying taxes. Yeah. For example, there are so many. There is no specific example I can always give as at now, but there are very many ways that someone, if you just get smart, then you'll avoid paying tax. For example, okay, on things like even importing goods. Yeah, you get, they have the quantity. Importing to certain quantity, you pay this amount. Then as they increase, then you can get the money you pay is reducing in a certain way comparatively to importing a little amount of goods. So this is when, if you are two traders, you can always partner together with your fellow. Then you import larger quantities of goods, and if you compare what you could have paid when you imported this amount on your own vis-a-vis what you pay when you partner with this person, it will be comparatively little amount. So that is what is called tax avoidance. So even on a day-to-day life hacks, yeah, there's so many ways that you can always avoid paying as much tax as possible. So following this, there will be detailed analysis of avoiding paying this so much tax that is burdening Kenyans and African at large. Hope you'll be patient enough and wait for, and you should be very eager because it will be very insightful, very educative, and you'll really discover so much in that. So just wait for the next video patiently and hope everything will be fine. Thank you. God bless you.